There's such a demand for the Kiger Mustang because of their type and color that they hold a lottery every 4 years. They have their gatherings only take place every 4 years, and you draw for adoption. This herd is managed very well because they cull out the bad ones, put them up for adoptions, and put out the best breeding stock in the Kiger. This is Kiger Cougar, the horse that I adopted and I hope to syndicate in the future. He's a 2-year-old stallion. He's unique because of his bicolored mane and tail, or skunk mane and skunk tail. This horse impressed me when I saw him at the facility because of his natural herding instinct. I liked his conformation, his muscle tied into his bone, very smooth. I liked the way he moved, and I liked the look to his head, his soft eye, the wideness between the eyes, and his short mouth. I can see now why they didn't really want to part with this colt. I went through some red tape to get him because he's the one I wanted. I saw some others that I weren't too much interested in. This is where he was put into the corrals after the gathering, turned out with a group of other Spanish colts, him being the only Kiger in the bunch. This horse showed me a lot of balance as he moved. Notice the lead changes, which shows a tremendous amount of balance. He always has his hocks well up under him, and it looked to me like this was all natural. It was all easy for him to perform and do what we're going to see of him here. It looks to me like we have different age of colts here. He's by far not the biggest one in there, but he still has the intelligence and the aggressiveness to single out a bigger colt and herd him around like we see right here. And every time he was herding or maneuvering these other horses, it wasn't with anger. It was just a desire to work something. Right here it shows a little bit of his ability. He can get on his hocks. It's not hard for him. It's kind of a natural thing for him to throw those hocks up under him. And he shows a lot of suppleness through the front end, which would make him much quicker to the turn. Now right here he singles out this sorrel colt right here, and he's going to go ahead and play him a little bit and herd him to the back fence, and he'll come out to the back with him. And he kind of always knows where he's at. He's right here, he's in close to this horse, and he'll follow him on around, and just as colt goes to kick him, he just kind of gets out of the way. Right here he goes to another colt, switches over to this bay colt here, which is quite larger and has him outweighed 2-to-1. He'll go ahead and take him right to the back fence and bring him out the side too. Right here is where I first viewed him at the horse facility last August. There's just a couple of us in the same corral with him, and nobody's chasing him. He's turned out with 2 other black Spanish colts, and this is what impressed me, and this is why I chose to select this colt for his natural herding instinct. And right here he takes to this colt and he kind of herds him off this one side and then kind of takes him out there to the open, switches to the other side. The whole time I'm watching the balance, the lead changes, and the strength of him, and the desire for him to follow and work this other colt. Again, the whole time he's doing that, there's no meanness to him. It's just a playful instinct that he has to work something, being the other colt. And this other black colt, he isn't going too much for this, but there really isn't much he can do about it right here. Now notice the lead change. It's unnatural for all horses to change leads both front and rear. This colt didn't seem to have any problem. We call them natural lead changers, which to be a good cow horse, they do have to know where those feet are at all times to be able to have the balance to switch leads in one stride or another, to stay in balance, to be quick to the stop and the turn.